Hello everyone. In this video, we will understand about reproduction in living organism. Reproduction, a process by which organisms replicate themselves. It means making a copy, a likeness, and thereby providing for the continued existence of species. One of the first characteristics of life that emerged in primeval times must have been the ability of some primitive chemical system to make copies of itself. Therefore, reproduction is chemical replication. In unicellular organisms, the ability of one cell to reproduce itself means the reproduction of a new individual. In multicellular organisms, however, it means growth and regeneration. Reproduction is the process by which cells and organisms produce other cells and organisms of the same kind. Reproduction or procreation, or we can say breeding, is the biological process by which new individual organisms, offspring, are produced from their parents. Reproduction is a fundamental feature of all known life. Each individual organism exists as the result of reproduction. If we need to divide reproduction in two parts, it will be multicellular organisms and unicellular organisms. Now we'll try to understand reproduction in these two. Look at the first picture and let's understand reproduction in multicellular organism. As you can see in the picture, there are two individuals, male and female, and further they are producing their offspring. So, all species, animals, land plants and most fungi are multicellular. And the biological process in which new individuals are produced by two multicellular organisms and the new individual inherit genetic material from their parents is called multicellular organisms. If you look at the other picture, there is only single cell or single parent or one individual which is producing offspring by dividing itself in two parts. This is unicellular organism. An unicellular organism reproduces by a sexual means. This mode of reproduction involves single parent to produce their offspring. Unicellular organisms contain only one cell, so they reproduce through a sexual reproduction method, while multicellular organisms have complex body design, so they reproduce through sexual method. Let's understand molecular reproduction first. What is molecular reproduction? In molecular reproduction, DNA molecule serves as a code by which genetic information is stored. Using this code, the DNA synthesizes one strand of RNA, a substance that is so similar structurally to DNA that it is also formed by template replication of DNA. You can see in the first picture the parent cell and its origin. In second picture you can see that the creation of daughter strand is taking place. This is where DNA synthesizes one new strand RNA replication of the original DNA. This replication proceeds in both directions. In third picture, you can see that the process of replication is completed and is ready to be terminated in two new organisms, which are exactly same and having same DNAs. After termination, two offspring of the same DNA are produced, and this is molecular reproduction. Next is cell reproduction. Cell reproduction is a process by which cells divide to form new cells. In phase 1, cell grows and stores up energy that it will use during cell division. Once cells are fully grown, the DNA in the cell's nucleus is copied. This means that the cell now attains two copies of all the necessary DNA for normal cell activity. Creation of a full set to be transferred into a new cell that will be created after the cell divides. Before a cell divides, its nucleus divides. Each chromosome is copied and each nucleus receives the same genetic material or genes made of DNA. In the next phase, the cell prepares for all cell division. This phase represents a time gap between the time when the cell copies its DNA and when it divides. In the next phase, called cytokinesis, the cytoplasm in the cell divides and the cell's membrane pinches inward and the cell begins to divide. After this step, the new cell and the original cell also restart the same cell cycle again. The two daughter cells formed during this process of cell division usually inherits about half of the cellular material from the mother cell or the parent cell. So this is how unicellular organisms reproduce their offspring, and this is the process of reproduction. I hope this video will help you in getting a better understanding on this topic. Please go to our website www.syft.in for the detailed lesson on the topic reproduction. Till then, take care and thank you for watching us.